Participant Lee Soyeon has not yet left her dungeon. What? How strange. It's been a while since I've stepped inside. But why is there nothing here? Ow. Endure it. I see our Soyeon's hands are quite spicy. When you become a pro hunter, you'll probably beat the shit out of all the monsters with your bare hands. Ha ha ha. Oh, you idiot, how could such a weakling only have such a sharp tongue, and why are you disobeying father's orders? But to cheat, just so I can win, even if father's orders me to, I don't want to do it. Soyeon, just so you know, as a pro hunter, you must never compromise what you hold dear to your heart, don't take it too far. Why are you smiling in such a silly manner? Do you know what people call you? They say you are the suckiest pushover, you annoying jerk. Who cares if you cheat a little? These days, if you are too nice, you'll only lose out. If you can't even take care of yourself, then at least be bad and shady like the others. What, something you can't compromise? A true hunter? Get your head on straight. Most of the heroes are all old or dead. Now it's the age of pro hunters. There is no such thing as heroes anymore. There is. Just like there are sometimes politicians who aren't corrupt or haven't sold their souls. Ha, I'm shocked, you're more likely to find flying pigs. If there aren't any, I can be the first. It may be difficult to believe this now, but Soyeon, someday, you'll definitely meet someone. Excuse me. Please let me through. Someone who doesn't consider relationships or connections, or any other type of reason. Your very own. TSK, I knew Jin-soo was a bit of an idiot, but to think that he would die protecting someone he didn't even know. Soyeon, you won't disappoint me, right? He didn't even know his own role in life, and ended up dying trying to save someone else. Just like the suckiest pushover alive, oh, he's dead. Yes, father. I'm different from my brother. How strange. It's been a while since I've stepped inside. But why is there nothing here? She hasn't come out yet. Yes. Participant Lee Soyeon is still in the dungeon. You've won despite being in a worse situation, so is there a need for a rematch? Although, if you really do want one, I can send in a request to the higher-ups. Now you just need to finish the remaining dungeon to win. Something is off. No, something is horribly wrong. I was certain that the mismeasured dungeon wasn't an accident, but a scheme coming from Lee Soyeon's side, but what if this wasn't a scheme? No way, was Lee Soyeon also? Huh? What's this? Why is it suddenly acting like this? Assistant Manager Kim. What happened? The magic power measurement device is acting up. It suddenly showed a 3-star ranking. Huh? Now it's saying 4 stars. Wow, you weren't joking. Is the device broken? But Sir Sword Saint, may I ask something? What does it mean to have a distortion in a dungeon? It means that the magic power gets distorted. When that happens, a dungeon's estimated difficulty during its formation is different from its actual difficulty. Such distortions have many ripple effects, but they mostly lead to sudden increases in a dungeon's rank, or dungeon breaks before the time's up. But, team leader, has there been a time when the magic power measurement device has malfunctioned before? I'm not sure. I have been working in the field for over 20 years, but this is the first time I've seen something like this happen. It's a phenomenon you don't see these days. But it was something that happened occasionally during the cataclysm. Just to be on the safe side, it would be best to call in some pro hunters to investigate this. Participant Kim Seo-jun. An issue seems to have occurred. The relevant dungeons are. Ha. Well, shit. Is this? What my brother used to call poetic justice. 6-star monster Nakura. Ha. There's no way that's true. Something like poetic justice just doesn't exist in this world. That's something that appears only in fairy tales. Mumble, well, at least I'll die in a slightly less stupid manner than my brother. You. What are you? Are you able to move? It might be tough for you to move, but, ugh. Do your best to run away. Why? I'll buy you some time. Arg. What are you? What are you doing here? As expected of a 6-star monster. Is deflecting the attack the best I can do? Hey. Goat head. I did it. Now I have its attention. If I get struck by any of its attacks, it'll be critical. But now that I've gotten used to its attack patterns. If I just continue to deflect the attacks as I bait him in this direction. Wag. A whoosh. Damn it. Clever girl. Hey. So, I don't think I can buy too much time. Is it still too hard for you to move? Why are you going this far? Why did you come to save me? What benefits would you gain from this? This has nothing to do with you. It would have been fine to just raid the remaining dungeon. You might think that you've become something because of this, but don't be mistaken. Didn't you participate in this contest because of the money, too? You're right. I participated so that I could earn money. You might not know this, but I need a substantial amount of money. Then get lost. Get out there and win. You already know all the shit I've done. You think I'll be thankful if you do this? If you really think that bullshit is. No. What you did was clearly wrong, and I doubt it was your first time doing it. I don't even plan to forgive you for that. But I don't think that means you should die. It may be difficult to believe this now, but Soyeon, someday, you'll definitely meet someone. And I don't think that means that I shouldn't help you. And finally, no matter what. Someone who doesn't consider relationships or connections, or any other type of reason. Your very own hero, Soyeon. What better prize is there than saving people's lives, you moron? Damn. Damn. Grip. Intuition is within the domain of thought. But most cadets seem unable to understand this phrase. The idiom, domain of thought, means that it is based on judgment. Then, someone might ask, Mr. Lecturer, didn't you say that if you move after you think and judge, it'll already be too late? That is correct. Moving after you think and judge is too late. But a lot of people believe this means that you shouldn't think or judge the situation. Definitely not. Haven't I said this from the start? Intuition is within the domain of thought. Bring together your thoughts and your intuition. Thereby conjoining thoughts and intuition. That is the true intuition of the transcended. Kayak. I can see it. Where he will attack next. I can feel the movement of his muscles, one by one. Clang. If the situation continues like this, I should barely be able to hold on until a pro hunter gets here. The team leader should have already requested reinforcements, so it shouldn't be long until they come to rescue us. How long will Li Soyian be able to endure? There is no time to waste. I have to defeat it now. Power to uproot mountains. Spirit that overturns the world. I can feel it instinctually. I can't win. This makes no sense. How? I came here to save you, but I don't know if I'll end up making a fool of myself and dying with you. You're not dead, right? Please tell me you aren't dead. I'm incredibly nervous that I wasted my efforts here. I'm not dead, yet. That's great. For now, since we don't have any time, let's get out of here quickly. Participant Kim Seojun. Where have you? What is this? Are the two of you okay? What happened inside? I'll explain later. Can you call the medical team first? As you can see here. Call the medical team over, quickly. It's an emergency. I will never think of you as my savior. And I still don't think I did anything wrong. Think what you want. I didn't help you because I was expecting anything. How could the situation end up like this? We have to get them to the hospital immediately. As the news of what had happened during the dungeon sweep competition spread throughout the world, chaos occurred. The 6-star monster Nakura appeared in a 2-star dungeon. Although mismeasured dungeons weren't non-existent, there had never been a case of the monster being so drastically different. Not only the people, but also the association and the government's attention was focused on this. And naturally, what followed was Kim Seojun. It's my first time hearing that name. That cadet defeated an Akura. Wow. How did a cadet catch an Akura? What academy does he attend? Dream Hunter Academy. The Apostle of Temperance is looking for Sir Kalia. The Apostle of Temperance? I'm guessing this has to do with the distortion that occurred in Korea. Shall we do some shopping? Now that I have $400,000. Well, the cost of the Lance of Longinus is $100,000. The problem is, I don't know the cost of the free pass. The moment that free pass ends, will they use causality to determine the price again? In other words, saving up money now will only uselessly increase my causality, right? Waiting too long turns things to shit. If it's going to be like this, I might as well buy another piece of equipment. The belt belonging to Aphrodite. This belt is known for charming all people of the opposite sex when worn. Gleipnir, the rope known for tying down the wolf god Fenrir. It was made using 7 different materials that don't exist in this world, and thus cannot be cut using anything that exists in this world. For the weapon, I think the Lance of Longinus would be the best, but what else should I buy? The slightly too good pricing is bothering me, as it's the too perfect price to buy everything. This is all thanks to that damn causality. Rather than buying a spear here, why don't I just ask for $20,000 in cash and, no. Now that I think about it, isn't money my most urgent problem? I used the $100,000 I received from Kalia to repay my debts. Not long until the free duration. I also want to listen to memories of causality items that should cost tens of millions of dollars are going for only about 1 to 200,000 each. Even if they're only copies, with how strict and cruel that causality is, there's no way that they should be selling for such bargain prices. There is a very high chance that the prices will rise each time I try to purchase an item, or the free pass and causality calculation triggers. There's nothing bad about being cautious. Another problem is, since the shop doesn't provide the effects of the items at all, I can only make a rough guess at the effects based on the mythology the items originate from. As for those items that don't have mythos around them, or are from something obscure I don't know, I won't even have a clue about the effects of them. What to do? I can't just look into every single myth, since it'll be too time-consuming. Maybe there is an item review or something on the community board. The Freshman's Talk board is the community board for the Transcension Academy cadets. For some reason, I wasn't assigned a user ID. I can't write a post or leave a comment, but I do check it out occasionally to kill time. For real though, why can't I create a user ID? When the mentor comes, should ask about that as well. Can someone leave some item reviews, please? 100 different Transcendent Gear item reviews with personal recommendations. Not some clickbait ad. It has real item reviews. Different Transcendent Gear item reviews with personal recommendations. There's lots of gear being sold in the Transcension Academy shop. Lots of you are unsure of which selections to make, right? And if you make the wrong choice, all that happens is that your causality goes up. Therefore, I will be leaving the item reviews for 100 pieces of gear that I have used before. I am actually great at managing it. The gear that I've used so far was all partially experimental, and I've chosen several different types from battle, utility, everyday, and convenience items. All of the reviews were given a score based on a max score of 10. Thumbs up. Wow, he's used 100 pieces of gear. Aegis Shield, some people may call this the Aegis Shield, but I call it a hot piece of garbage. Don't even look at it. It may have the effect of being able to block any incoming attack, but some sort of weird head of Medusa thing is attached to the shield, you see. Hello. The head has the effect of turning people who see it into stone. Just looking at it works. The issue is that even the user can turn to stone. You cannot control it. There is no on and off feature. Did we just make eye contact? Transformation okay, time for a magical stone. This is just trash in its purest form. Therefore, out of 10, I give it a score of square root 2. But, as a gift to a close friend, I give it a score of 10 out of 10. This person must have actually purchased 100 items. Look at the scroll length of the post. Kibesis. There is no need for any other words. Absolutely get this. In actuality, the only reason for this entire post is to recommend this one item. A lot of people don't seem to know about this, so to offer a brief explanation. This is a subspace pouch with space expansion, weight reduction, image memorization, and time stop magic all applied. Rather than purchasing it at an exorbitant price after stacking up all that causality, I think you should purchase this early on and take advantage of the item. Having used this personally, the durability is amazing as well, due to the adamantium that was used to help make this item. If I were to nitpick, because this one is only a copy, the weight isn't completely nullified. However, it still decreases weight by at least 70%. The space isn't infinite either, but it is plenty wide enough. I give it a score of 100 out of 10 points. Get this item. It might be that item from the Greco-Roman mythology that belongs to the goddess Hera. It was the pouch that the hero Perseus used to put Medusa's head in after he hunted her down, right? Should I check the price? Kibesis item price is being calculated by taking your causality into account. Kibesis $100,000 huh? The price isn't bad. I could put an entire body in it while clearing a dungeon raid. It does feel like I would use it if I owned it. If I have to spend the night out, it would decrease the size of my luggage too. The best. It is a bit unfortunate that the weight reduction isn't perfect. Wait. Isn't this mad convenient for doing squats? If you put everything into the pouch, it's not bulky. Without the corpses flopping around, exercising while carrying something heavy is possible. Let's go. Absolute purchase. Days later. Wow, now that I look at it in person, it's actually insane. Although I need to check out the abilities on Kibesis, the aura on the item is pretty amazing. Though, I have to say, my bank account only has dust left in it. Bank account, $400,000. I was kind of expecting it, but to think the price of Kibesis went up immediately after. Well, this causality bastard hates seeing me gain anything. I just need to save up money again. Phew. Why are you going on a dungeon raid right after you've been discharged from the hospital? Wouldn't it be better to take a rest? What would be the point of resting when I'm completely fine? I should be earning some money quickly. You have the prize money you received this time. Oh. I used it all. What? You used it all. You used up all $400,000. What did you use? No matter how you look at it, it looks new and expensive. I see you are super excited to try that out. Correct answer. And he was all picky and sad when I said I would purchase it for him. Well, it's Seojun's money, so I can't tell him what to do with it. Is it a gargoyle? Among the 4-star monsters, its defense is definitely near the top, right? It's the perfect target for testing out Longinus's pure power. First, I'll attack without using PTUM, power to uproot mountains, or magic power. No matter how high the gargoyle's defense is, this is the lance of Longinus. It should at least be able to land a hit. What? What just happened? Why are you asking me that? I'm dumbfounded. Now, I wouldn't be surprised by all of the weird circumstances and occurrences involving Mr. Seojun. Or, that was what I thought. Hiya. What kind of gargoyle gets chopped up like tofu? Do they make gargoyles out of soy instead of stone these days? It seems I collected a lot, should I try putting it in a pouch? It can barely fit a fist inside of it, so what is he trying to put in? Maybe it's because there's only a 70% reduction, but it's heavier than I thought. I should probably take it all in one go after the raid is finished. Mr. Seojun, I'm just asking because I am genuinely curious. Was the prize money for the contest $400 million instead of $400,000? Then how did you buy all those items? No, more importantly, where did you buy all these items? Actually, I purchased it at some hunter shop that I just happened to hear about. It's this shop located in some obscure back alley near where I live, and it's called the Transcendent Shop. If we go there now, it will be gone. When I went to purchase this, the owner was already preparing to close down the store. He said he was going on a journey. What? Does this look like a lying face to you? Well, since Mr. Seojun says so. I'm sorry. Miss Seoyun, I'm sorry. Well, this place looks a little bit dangerous. I'll take care of this myself. Wait. I just want to test something out first. The sheer power of the Lance of Longinus was far beyond what I expected. It was to the point that a casual swing could slice the gargoyles up like tofu. Then, what would happen if I applied PTUM and the mana I learned from Merlin? Power to uproot mountains. Momentum to overturn the world. Pierce. Sword aura. Swoosh. Scale. My word. To be continued. The spear that pierced the crucified Jesus, the holy lance, the lance of Longinus. Still, since it was only a copy, I thought there would be a bit of a decrease in power. To be continued. It was incredible. They said that experts don't blame their tools, but clearly that was all nonsense. Being overgeared is awesome. I think it would be better if I were to purchase more necessary gear by checking reviews on the online forums. I guess money is still the issue. As I purchase more gear, my casualty increases, especially. Now I really need to cram for the lectures. For the next 25 days, I need to squeeze out every drop. Oh, right. Mr. Sia-jun, there's something I forgot to tell you. What is it? Jimin Yuni wishes to meet you. Is that alright? Who is this Jimin Yuni? Miss Seo-yoon, did you have any sisters? Ah, no. She's just some Yuni that I know, Ah. If I tell you that she's the apprentice of the magic saint, you might know who she is immediately. Huh? What? The magic saint's apprentice? No, the apprentice that the magic saint had taken in secret. And the apprentice that the magic saint admitted had surpassed him. The genius amongst all geniuses. Realistically, she would be the next generation of the magic saint. But the apprentice of the magic saint is just some Yuni that she knows. Why does that person want to suddenly meet me? She says that she wanted to ask you a couple of questions about the incident that happened before. If it's about the incident from before, it must be about the distortion. Yuni was about to barge in immediately, but I managed to delay her by saying that you were still recovering. Barge in. Wait, could it be? Is that person also? You sly, thieving cat. Get away from my Seo-yoon immediately. Ah. It's not like that. No, not at all. Yuni isn't like that. You don't have to worry about that. If that's the case, I'm fine with meeting her. Then I'll contact her and let you know the date. Yuni, Mr. Sia-jun said it's fine. When can you make some time? There. Send. Seo-yoon. I'm here. Jimin Yuni. I just contacted you, but you're already here. Didn't you say I got the okay? Where is he? The guy that Gramps praised so heavily. Young Jimin, apprentice of the magic saint. A high schooler? How is this possible? Who are you? Where the hell did you get that? Wait, what are you talking about so suddenly? Where the heck did you get that? I'm asking what you're talking about. And why are you speaking to me informally? If you feel it's unfair, you do it too. What? Oh no. In Korean culture, you speak to your elders formally. Mr. Sia-jun thinks the girl is a high schooler, so he is upset that she is speaking informally to him. If you just pop up and shout at him, Mr. Sia-jun will be surprised. Let me go. I need to know where he got that. Yuni. Yuni. I'm sorry. Were you surprised? Yuni has a quirk where, if she wants to figure something out, she has no breaks. Is this person perhaps? Yes, you're right. She is Jimin Yuni, the magic saint's apprentice that I mentioned before. You're joking, right? For real. Then why does she look like that? From my knowledge, she should be in her 40s. And from what I saw on the internet, in her everyday life, she changes her appearance. To be exact, she is maintaining what she looked like when she was young. Is that possible? It isn't a complete visual change like a polymorph. Since it's a form that my body has memories of, I can use the image within that memory to change my appearance to what it once was. Of course, that doesn't mean it's easy to do. More importantly, you. Where the heck did you get that subspace pouch? You mean this cabesis? Yes, that. How is it possible to make something like that? If I were to follow this method, the circuits would end up twisted and a spatial distortion would occur. Did Miss Seo Yoon also see something like that? Nope. If I hadn't seen you using it, I wouldn't have even known that it was a subspace pouch. But is that really that impressive? It is impressive, but I don't even know the specifics. What? This isn't impressive. It's absolutely amazing. No. This is crazy. This minuscule pouch has 4 whole circuits activated simultaneously. If it was just some clumsy magic, I wouldn't even be speaking about it. I can feel a circuit for space expansion, weight reduction, and image memorization. As for the last one. Oh my magical mana god. It's a magic that can withstand 4 magic circuits. What the? If I were to show my lance of Longinus to the blacksmith at the workshop that the sword saint frequents, what sort of reaction would he give? Never come back. This. Sell this to me. That will be a bit troublesome. No matter what, aren't you just shouting out numbers right now? Uni. Of course I'm not saying that all of it will be my money, and I'm not saying that I can give it to you all right away. I need to get sponsors. Humph. But we can easily get $100 million. After all, that subspace pouch is worth way beyond $100 million. Well, now that I think about it, 1,000 square foot subspace pouch was once sold for $30 million, so cabesis going for $100 million isn't that far-fetched. If it were someone else, I wouldn't be too certain, but if it's that person, I could trust that she can gather that much money. With $100 million, not only can I repurchase cabesis, I can also apply for several lectures, so it's an amount that's enough to handle all of my worries in one go. This is something I cannot sell. Huh? Why not? Didn't you say you needed money, Mr. Seojun? Why not? I think that $100 million is more than enough to cover your losses. Here, try using it. Ha. This is, as you can see, no one other than me can use this pouch. This item was created by the passing students for use by their underclassmen cadets, so reselling it is strictly prohibited. Not only can I not sell this, others can't even touch it. Will she give? It can even be soul-bound. Then does that mean there are 5 magic circuits instead of 4? It's an even crazier artifact. Oh my, oh my, oh my, where did you buy that? No, rather, who did you buy that from? Ha. Ha. If you can just tell me that, I'll give you $1 million. Dream Hunter Academy. Wait Uni, calm down. And that's it. You bought it at some random store near your home, but you don't remember who you bought it from, and the store is now gone. Well, I guess, that's quite unfortunate. At least she isn't clingy like a certain someone. You thieving cat. Well then, at least let me research it. Yes, research. I can't use it since it's soul-bound to you, so I just have to conduct research without using it directly. Let me test a few things on it. Of course, you'll be paid for it. Just not $1 million. Huh. In that case, what will happen? Will it not matter, since I'll still be the owner? If someone else tries to use it, there will be sparks and they'll be rejected, just like before. But what if I'm not handing ownership over, just helping out with research on the item? Ahahaha, and then I just happen to receive money for it. How will the causality interpret this? That sounds manageable. If you can secure the money, I will help with the research. Then, will you be starting some of the tests immediately? We can't start right now, since there is no research equipment. I will invite you to my research lab sometime soon. Right now, I have something else I'm doing, so I don't have the time. Oh my, look at how silly I am. I almost forgot. That was why I came here. You're talking about the distortion, right? Yes, you're right. Tell me about what happened that day in detail. I see. The Nakura was already in the dungeon at that time. And the magic power measurement device couldn't catch that before suddenly acting strange, yes. But how were you able to defeat the Nakura? Well, you could say I was lucky. Luck? Is a 6-star monster something you can catch with just luck? If you aren't able to produce aura, you can't even leave a scratch on it. That part was where I was lucky. It was definitely impossible for me to face the Nakura with Tum alone. If I didn't have Merlin's mana, I might have. Huh. Wait a second, from Merlin's lecture I attended last time, I definitely. Miss Jimin, I may be lacking, but can I state my opinion on the matter? Opinion? What is it? Magic and aura are both derivatives of mana, right? How you use mana, or rather how each individual wills the mana to move, is the main difference between the two. Yeah, so. Then, wouldn't the dungeon distortion be the same? Explain in more detail. So, if we assume that magic and aura are just distortions using the mana, wouldn't the dungeon distortions work in the same way? In his lectures, Merlin often emphasizes that the use of mana was through the distortion of the world's laws through the individual's will. If I connect the lecture to this current situation, that would mean that the dungeon distortions may be phenomena that occurred due to someone's will. Basically, it may be that these abnormal distorted dungeons aren't natural occurrences, but rather the artificial occurrence through the will of an individual. What am I doing in front of a genius magic scholar? Take it with a grain of salt, of course. I asked what you are. Are you also a magic scholar? No. As you can see, I'm an aspiring pro hunter. Then what was that explanation just now? No, wait a moment, the laws of the world. You can differentiate magic and aura in that way. It's not my idea, it's Merlin's. Were you the one to make it? Secretly a genius magic scholar. What? So suddenly? What kind of nonsense is she spouting? How did you suddenly think of all this? I just added my thoughts onto what I learned from Merlin, but to think that I would get such a big reaction. Let me out, then, next question. It's about the fundamentals of mana and aura. Well, I guess it makes sense. If you think about it, the Transcension Academy lectures are supposed to be for transcended people, so the topics and thinking should transcend our own knowledge. Yeah, so, about that. But no matter what, I'm just a pro hunter hopeful that doesn't even know the M in magic. Am I allowed to talk about all this with such a shallow understanding of it? The current image makes it look like I'm the one teaching her. Wait, if you consider knowledge a type of product, how much could I earn from teaching people? This could totally make sense. In the case of Kibesis, I'm lending the item itself, but in this case I would be sharing my knowledge, and that means I can sell this. Unlike the equipment from the Transcendent shop, this knowledge was something I earned through my effort, so shouldn't I be able to teach it to others? Of course, to do that I can't just spit back out what I learned from the lectures. I have to understand it and give my own interpretation of it. It isn't easy teaching other people. But at the end of the day, I'm still a cadet. Who would come to learn from me? I see you don't know the basics of sorcery. Unfortunate. See. There's no way I could do that when my lecture progress is only 17.9%. Still, what you told me in the beginning was a very unexpected idea. This is definitely worth researching. Oh. I just got back from buying snacks. Are you going already? Of course. I should go, since I finished what I came here to do. Hoo-hoo, I'll invite you to the lab later. Yuni should have at least eaten this before she went. This is Pukemon bread too. Wow. Unlike her public image, she's a very unique person. I should go back and research quickly. Uni definitely hears that a lot. Sometimes, even I wonder if she really is the next magic saint. Now that I think about it, the Sword Saint, Kalia, and the Magic Saint's apprentice. It would be difficult to meet even just one of them in a lifetime, yet I've already met 3 of them. We should eat this together. Please give me the Pikachu sticker. Sure. Ah, thank you. Next thing you know, the grand voice will come to visit me. The lecture progress rates are increasing way too slowly. Because my training efficiency increased through the use of kibesis, I could quickly finish the daily requirements for the lectures. But like I thought, the remaining time still isn't enough to advance the lecture progress significantly. I want to finish at least 1 lecture by the end of the free pass. I have to either earn money to purchase another pass, or I have to focus on upping my lecture progress significantly. Miss Seo-yoon, I want to ask you something. What should I do? When new cadets join, I can't teach them all by myself, so I need to find myself a lecturer. But I can't get just any random person to teach, and I have to decide what to make the lecturer wages. Do I have to start running raids again? Miss Seo-yoon. Did you call for me? What sort of troubles do you have that you couldn't hear me call you? That is, actually, I was planning out a cadet recruitment plan. But there were issues here and there, so I had a lot to think about. Ah, is that so? So she also has her own problems. But what did you need me for? Ah, it's nothing important. I was just wondering if there was some sort of competition anytime soon. Like the Academy tournament from last time or the dungeon sweep competition recently. Please check if there is one within the next 20 days for me. 20 days, an event within the next 20 days. Doesn't exist. Ah, there's none. That's right. Except for the mock exam next month, held at Hunter Mills. Mock exam. Mock exam, just as the name implies, it isn't a real exam. It's a mock exam. There is exactly 1 Pro Hunter exam held each year. If you fail, you will have to wait another year. Because of that, the pressure from the Pro Hunter exam is huge. As such, each Hunter Academy has their cadets prepare ahead of time by creating mock exams for them. Among those academies are the 3 top academies within Korea: Hunter Mills, Ale, and Jaein. Because the mock exams held by those 3 places are watched by all cadets, and the scale of the mock exams are grand, there are even rumors that the scores you get in these mock exams are the same as the actual Pro Hunter exams. There will definitely be many cadets that are better than Lee Junhwan, and the prize money, given in the form of a scholarship, will be gratuitous. The lecture progress rate and the money issues might be solved with this. But it just happens to be next month, it's during the time when the free pass ends. I guess there is no choice. Well, let's see how far I go for now. Technique is not perfect. It can always be distorted and made incorrect. With ever-changing situations, the techniques will also change. And the thing you need most for those situations is intuition. Be aware, intuition by itself can exist through a single law. This is something I've never even thought about before. The transcended sure are impressive. Oh, right. From what I recall, the transcended exam mock exam is approaching soon. One thing that I want to advise is to not be too upset about your mock exam results. At the end of the day, a mock exam is but a mock exam. Then, I will see you next lecture. Did I just mishear that? There are mock exams for the transcended exams as well. Transcended exams mock exam. There really is a transcended exam. And a license, too. This basically means that, like with the Pro Hunter exam, there is a certain guideline for acceptance and that someone is judging the performances. Ah. Now that I think about it, the first advertisement I saw, the accepted students include the 5th class Sage and the 9th class Swordmaster. Transcension Academy. Student interview student that passed the 9th class. I registered with no regrets. At the time, I thought it was just a skit that was made for fun. Was it actually real? Well, all things put aside, there is no real reason for me to take the Transcended exam mock exams, right? I'm not even at the level to even speak of transcending yet. During the time I would spend taking it, it would be better for me to raise my progress in the lectures. You guys will have mock exams soon, right? If you have the motivation, you should give it a go. You should steadily start using the tum naturally, so you may end up being a bit proud of yourselves. Know your place, trash. But even if I tell you this hundreds of times, I doubt trash will listen. Go ahead and try out the mock exam. Go out there and properly feel your place as trash. Transcended exams mock exam. Wait a minute. Are these videos not recordings? And these videos, which I have no idea when I would have the time to watch, emphasize the mock exam? Maybe Siddhartha Gautama and Merlin too. As your mock exams draw near, do not be too downtrodden on your mock exam results. No way, they mention mock exams even here. Well, it's not like the Transcension Academy hasn't been weird. Wait, is the mock exam really that important? Should I check what it's like on the community board? When should I take the Transcended exams mock exam? As I have debts, I became a debtor. Hello everyone. Especially you freshmen. I bet it's tough work preparing to transcend. I heard that it would be really frantic, but now that I'm going through it personally, I can definitely say that it's crazy. I'm still in the situation where I'm taking introductory lectures, so I was wondering if there was a need for me to increase my causality and take this mock exam. I tried asking some of the other freshmen around me, but some say that the mock exam isn't necessary while others say I have to take it. The situation is similar to mine. As I thought, it seems I should reach a certain level before I consider taking it. Hello everyone. Especially you freshmen. I bet it's tough work preparing to transcend. I heard that it would be really frantic, but now that I'm going through it personally, I can definitely say that it's crazy. I'm still in the situation where I'm taking introductory lectures. So was there a need for me to take the Transcended exams? I recommend that you take it. Of course, because you are a freshman, the results will come out to be awful. However, taking it will help increase the lecture progress rate by leaps and bounds. Should I try it out? Transcended exams mock exam. So the first time is free. Phew. It suddenly feels like a waste to use the free trial now. No, I can always try earning more money. If I don't use it now, it might go to waste. Accept. Will you take the Transcendent exam mock exam? First time application is free. Creating mock exam questions, please wait, complete. The current mock exam was created using the previously released Transcended exam questions as a reference. The difficulty was set based on the Transcended exam, and the cadet's personal causality will be unaffected. It is made up of a total of 7 subjects, and the scores are created using each subject's scores as a reference. The mock exam is but a mock exam. Please note that this may be slightly different from the real exam. First subject, Battle, Q1. Please answer the 15 questions of increasing difficulty correctly. What? We're starting right away. And how are you supposed to proceed with the exam? Since it said 15 varying levels, if I consider the level the Transcended are at, is the first level a 5-star? 6 stars. Would a monster of about this level appear? Even if we consider the first level is 5 stars, and that it goes up by a star each level, 15 ranks is basically a 20-star monster. And if it's a 20-star monster, What's this? Something just popped out of the phone. Is this the monster from the first rank? It's getting larger. It keeps growing. It's still growing. Dragon. Level 1. Please defeat Fafnir, Dragon of Ruin, within the time limit. Time limit, 30 minutes. No way, this isn't real. Unless they're insane. What are you doing? Ah, wait a moment. Wait a moment. Wait. Wait for me to. Ah, foo. Level 1. Failure. Remaining time, 29 minutes 58 seconds. I was massacred. No, this is crazy. How do I beat that? It's only the first level, not the 10th level, just the first level's battle strength measurement monster is a dragon. And not just any dragon, but Dragon of Ruin, Fafnir. Is this reality? If the first level is Fafnir, then what is level 15? Fighting a god or something? Do transcended people fight with gods and win? No, are transcended people gods? Anyone can bench 3 sets of 500 tons. Buddha handsome. Heracles Buddha, this will be quite shocking. Zeus. I guess some of them are gods. Awkward. Ah. What should I do now? I thought the entire building would collapse, but it's completely fine. It doesn't look like it affects anything other than me. I'm glad. Well, the one thing I'm glad about is that after the first attempt, I have 10 more attempts left. Will you try again? Attempts remaining, 10 tries. Though, I don't think much will change even if I try 10 more times. Alright. Let's see who wins in the end, me or you. Level 1. Failure. Remaining time, 29 minutes 57 seconds. Level 1. Failure. Remaining time, 29 minutes 54 seconds. Level 1. Failure. Remaining time, 29 minutes 59 seconds. Level 1. Failure. Remaining time, 29 minutes 53 seconds. Level 1. Failure. Remaining time, 29 minutes 56 seconds. Will you try again? Attempts remaining, 5 tries. I was absolutely, positively, massacred. Whatever, I can't do it. I won't do it. How the heck do I beat that? I was the crazy one. If even the dream of becoming a pro hunter was a long shot, how could I hope to become transcendent? I need to do something to increase my lecture progress rate, but the fight ends before I can do anything. There's no way my lecture progress rate will even budge. Should I cancel now while I can? Am I allowed to change to something else? Will you listen to the explanation lecture on the corresponding issue? However, if you listen to the explanation lecture, you will receive a penalty on your evaluation. Yes, no. Does this perhaps teach the attack method? Explanation lecture, the harder it is, the simpler you should think. Lecturer, Heaven's Great Sage, register. Let's analyze Fafnir's specialties. Lecturer, Siegfried, register. Face-to-face? No, face-to-face. Lecturer, For Guardian Beasts Blue Dragon, register. Even Heaven's Great Sage is here. Heaven's Great Sage. Maybe I'll learn from him side by side in the explanation lecture. The first level problem for this mock exam is Dragon of Ruin, Fafnir, right? I don't know if they wanted to put in an ability discrimination question so that it seemed like a difficult one, but if you think about it a bit, it's not actually that difficult. Buddha of Fighting. The Great Sage, equal to Heaven. Many cadets assume that the first breath pattern is a big issue. It's been a very long time since I saw Sun Wukong. When I first saw him, I thought he was just some person that was really invested in cosplay, that is both the start and end of Fafnir. There isn't much to him other than that. In other words, the moment you avoid his breath, it's over. Watch this. Don't think of splitting apart the breath. It's great if you are able to, but there is no real need to do it. Just dodge it. After using his breath once, Fafnir cannot use it again for a while. In other words, he becomes a mere lizard. What does that mean? You simply have to beat the shit out of him. First form. Simple, right? What do you mean, Professor? Even if they put it in to determine the cadet's abilities, it's still only the first level. It's quite easy. The more difficult it is, the simpler you should think about it. I'm out. Does he perhaps not know what explanation means? Or does explanation mean something else in Transcension Academy? If that's not it, am I the weird one? Ah. Wait a moment. There's no way that the other explanation lectures are similar to this, right? Explanation lecture, face to face. No, face to breath. Lecturer, for Guardian Beasts Blue Dragon, register. Face to breath. How the heck am I supposed to copy that? What should I do now? I used up the precious free pass, and it will be a waste to give up now. Let's analyze Fafnir's specialties. Lecturer, Siegfried. Siegfried, huh? And when he earned the title of Dragon Slayer, the dragon he slew at the time was the Dragon of Ruin, Fafnir. If you consider the lecture title as well, he might be the person that knows the most about Fafnir. He also might have been the one to propose Fafnir for level 1, maybe. If this lecture is weird as well, I'm just giving up. As you may know, Fafnir's key weapon is his breath. Following this line of logic, the key to this question is that breath. It all falls on whether or not you can dodge his breath. Siegfried, Dragon Slayer. Obviously, this means that just dodging the breath will simplify your attack. I guess this isn't it. It's a waste of time. Let's turn it off. But you attending this lecture means that it wasn't easy for you to do so, right? So with that in mind, I will analyze Fafnir's specialties and key you in on 2 methods of attack. The first method. Fafnir will fire his breath at the place you are summoned. If you prepare for it as soon as the summon finishes, and dash immediately after, his breath will still be aimed at the spot you were originally summoned. Well, it takes a bit of a knack, but once you know that, dodging his breath isn't too hard to do. However, there will still be a few cadets that find dodging difficult. This second method is for those cadets who find it difficult, so listen well. Prepare some shiny gold. Thank you for your patronage. Will this really work? Prepare some shiny gold. Actually, that bastard became a dragon because he was crazy for gold. He's a huge sucker for greed. It doesn't have to be gold, either. It just has to look like it. The moment you are summoned, just toss it in front of Fafnir's gaze. That bastard won't fire his breath attack. Why? Because if he does, that gold will evaporate. What? That isn't solving the problem using skill. Why would I care about that? Whether you solve the problem using skill or by wits, solving the problem is what matters. Anyway, that's all that I can teach you. If you have any other questions on defeating different types of dragons, come drop by my dragon slaying sword lecture. I do occasionally discuss the different dragons I've come across and how I slew them. I have nothing to lose anyway. Will you try again? 10 summon. And within that moment, I throw the gold in front of him. Gold. I stopped his dragon breath. It was a success. Yup, it's gold-plated. This insane bastard. How the hell is it just a lizard? Aya dash. Will you try again? After all of that shit show, I barely survived a minute. How am I supposed to defeat that? Progress rate, 62.8%. This progress rate increase is crazy. Should I try making armor out of gold? Wah. Slide. Wah. Damn, just dodging this shit is so difficult. I have no time to attack. It's too late to dodge it. That means I almost died. Is he enraged again because it was only gold-plated? Then. How about this? Gold. Power to uproot mountains. Momentum that overturns the world. I will pierce it. I did it. The attack really worked. Ah, I have chills. Level 1. Failure. I thought I got him. Arg, it really hurts. Chiron lecture progress rate plus 5.1%, 71.0%. Xiang Yu lecture progress rate plus 4.5%, 73.7%. Merlin lecture progress rate plus 1%, 19.1%, as I thought. Since I attacked, the Xiang Yu lecture progress also increased. If I keep up this momentum, I might be able to complete not only one lecture before the free pass ends, but maybe even 2. Will you try again? Attempts left, 3 tries. Let's go. Great. Let's keep up this momentum and try again. Mr. Sia-jun, have you not been going on dungeon raids lately? Ah yeah. It's because I can't seem to make the time. I've been temporarily spending the time with self-training. What? You don't have the time? Well, I guess you would find it weird. I'm spending all day staring at my smartphone screen, but I'm saying that I have no time. Then I'll get to filing some more paperwork. Enjoy. The issue is that the lecture progress rates didn't rise as high as I hoped. Chiron lecture progress rate, 80.3%, Xiang Yu lecture progress rate, 84.5%, Merlin lecture progress rate, 19.9%, live practice just helps with quickly understanding the teachings. The progress rate only increases the more I truly understand the meaning and manage to utilize it. Since the Transcendent Exam mock exam has a break period of 3 days between questions, it would be really helpful if I also listen to lectures in between the questions. While I'm at it, I should just aim for a full completion of the lecture. 3 days later. Second subject, Basic Endurance. Q1. Please answer the 15 questions of increasing difficulty correctly. The first level question is being created. Please wait. I wonder how the exam will go this time. The question will be released. Huh. What is this? It looks as if I need to collect 7 of these to make a wish. Please flee from the Imugi Stele while holding the Dragon Pearl for the test's duration. T/N, an Imugi is a legendary serpent that failed to transcend as a dragon because it lacked the Dragon Pearl. The Dragon Pearl is a pearl that grants omnipotence, or just lets dragons do dragon things. It's similar to the Dragon Balls from DBZ. Surprise, bitch. You are not to be hit by Stele in any way. Remaining time, 1 hour. This is basic endurance. Level 1. Failure. Remaining time, 59 minutes 57 seconds. Will you try again? Attempts left, 3 tries. Chiron lecture progress rate plus 7.2%, 87.5%, Xiang Yu lecture progress rate plus 5.3%, 89.8%. Third subject, reaction speed. Please defeat or survive the Sphinx while your 5 senses are blocked. Remaining time, 10 minutes. The fuck is he saying? Did you want the answer, man? Chiron lecture progress rate plus 0.2%, 87.7%, Xiang Yu lecture progress rate plus 1.1%, 90.9%. Fourth subject, mana. Please hold off the hunger of the Bulgasari for the test's duration. If you do not provide sufficient mana to the Bulgasari, it will think of you as food. Remaining time, 30 minutes. Wait. How much exactly are you trying to eat? Fuck this, I'm a dip. Chiron lecture progress rate plus 7.2%, 94.9%, Xiang Yu lecture progress rate plus 5.4%, 96.3%, fifth subject, mental strength. Please listen to the siren song for the test's duration. Remaining time, 30 minutes. This is really nice to listen to. Is this the effect of Siddhartha Gautama? Level 1 pass. Isn't this the first time I passed level 1? Am I gonna breeze through this to level 15? Fifth subject, mental strength. Please listen to Helheim's Requiem for the test's duration. Remaining time, 30 minutes. My ear is bleeding. Gah. Siddhartha Gautama lecture progress rate plus 1%, 15.5%. Well, this is quite pathetic. Member Kim Seo Jun's score for the mock exam, battle, 4.2 out of 100, failure, basic endurance, 3.7 out of 100, failure, reaction speed, 2.3 out of 100, failure, mana, 1.2/100, failure, mental strength, 9.8 out of 100, failure, chosen subject 1, undecided, chosen subject 2, undecided. Chiron lecture progress rate, 94.9%, Siddhartha Gautama lecture progress rate, 15.5%, Xiang Yu lecture progress rate, 96.3%, Merlin lecture progress rate, 19.9%. Still, it looks like I can complete 2 of the lectures at this rate. I wonder what happens when I complete it. What's left are the 2 chosen subjects. What exactly are those chosen subjects, anyway? When I first answered the questions they asked, they didn't ask about any chosen subjects. Maybe I get to choose the subject on the day of the exam. Well, I bet I'll know once the time comes. I should just wait. Mr. Seajun, is something wrong? Your expression these days seems worried. Nope. Not at all. No need for you to worry. Haha. This is driving me insane. 3 days have already passed, but there have been no messages. There are only 5 days left until the free pass ends. It's just a bit more until I can complete 2 of the lectures. Do I have to just take my chances going on dungeon raids? Yeah, that might be better than just waiting around here doing nothing. If I start raiding dungeons very intensively right now, I can. It's been a while. Member Kim Seajun. Mentor appears. What the fuck? That fucking scared me. How have you been doing in the time I've been gone? Mentor. Hello. Hee, it seems like you are doing well. What took you so long to get here? Me. Eek, sorry. Mr. Seajun, what did you just say? Nothing. I didn't say anything. Huh. Is that so? Did I hear wrong? It must be because you're tired or something. Ha ha ha, I'll be heading out. Ha ha ha. So, why are you so late? Awkward. That's, because I thought you would be completely fine without me, Mr. Seojun. You call that a reason? Can I answer truthfully? Yes. Please tell me the truth. Actually, I was going to come back after checking Mr. Kim Seojun's profile. Really? But, it was so, pathetic. Pathetic? What do you mean? That's. Mr. Seojun's level is. Even if I wanted to give you some counseling, at Mr. Kim Seojun's current level, there is nothing that I could help you with, and so I thought that, at that point in time, it would be better if you just focused on the 2 lectures I recommended. My tears are overflowing, can't lift my head. The free pass duration is quite short, and the consultation would mean something only after Mr. Kim Seojun's level reached a certain point. Damn it. I already kind of agree. Now I can't make myself feel angry at him, and I wasn't really planning on staying angry at him, anyway. Even if that was the case, you should have at least let me know. Sigh. I'm really sorry about that. While I was gone, were you focusing well on those lectures? Yes. While I was stumbling around all by myself, I studied really hard. Here, let me check up on your progress. What's this? Is this some sort of error? Huh. Why is this still acting up like this? Is there some sort of issue? No. It's not anything big, just, why does it show that you are taking 4 lectures? And also, what's up with the lecture progress rates? I am indeed taking 4 lectures. Is there an error in causality? There's no way that can happen. Sorry. Did you just say something? All of the information on the screen is accurate. Wait a minute. Did you just say that all of the information here is correct? Is there a problem with that? Of course it's an issue. Wait, how did you even pull this off? The words pathetic barely even described your level fully. In just 3 months, you were able to progress your lectures by this much. Even if they are just entry topics, it should take at a bare minimum 3 to 4 times longer. I just tried it and it worked. The Transcendent Exam mock exams did help increase the lecture progress by a lot. Mock exam. Are you taking the mock exams right now? Yeah. Haha. You really didn't need my help at all. Oh, right. Mr. Mentor, while we're on that subject, there is something I was wondering about the mock exams. Ask away. For the chosen subject portions, how do you choose a subject? The chosen subjects. As the name suggests, you just have to choose the subjects you want to take. Wait a moment. How weird. You're in the middle of an exam, but why does it show up as undecided? Also, it often states that I don't have a Transcension Academy ID, so what's up with that? How is that possible? When you enrolled, didn't you make one? No. It just bypassed all of that. No way. Aren't you just mistaken? Look at this. Huh. As you lack an ID, you cannot create a new post. What is this? This really doesn't make any sense. I think I will have to bring this up to the principal.